Dedication and Chapter 1 of Flowers from the Garden of Saint Francis for every day of the year. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Flowers from the Garden of Saint Francis for every day of the year. Dedication. To our Holy Father Saint Francis, who was inspired by God 600 years ago to rekindle in his Church the spirit of humility, simplicity, poverty, detachment from the world, and ardent love of our crucified Redeemer. This little work is dedicated by his faithful children. May he bless this humble endeavour to assist in reviving the same spirit in our own times. Stratford, Feast of Saint Francis, 1882. Chapter 1. Month of January. First Day. Saint Francis said, "Brethren, let us begin now to do good and to advance in virtue, for up to the present we have made little progress." Second Day. Saint Francis said, "Whoever envies his brother on account of the good which God says or does in him, commits a sin like unto blasphemy, for he envies the Most High Himself, who is the author of all good works and deeds." Third Day. St. Louis, Bishop of Toulouse, said, "Adversity is very useful to those who make profession of serving God, giving them an occasion of practising patience, humility, and resignation to the Divine will, and disposing them more perfectly to practise every virtue." Fourth Day. St. Francis said, "Where charity and wisdom reign, there is neither fear nor ignorance. Where patience and humility reign, there is neither anger nor disquiet. Where poverty and joy reign, there are neither base desires nor avarice. Where the fear of God keeps guard, no enemy can enter." Fifth Day. St. Francis said, "Those who are invested with the power and the right of judging ought always to exercise their prerogative with mercy, if they themselves desire to obtain mercy at the hands of our Lord. Judgment without mercy to those who show no mercy. We ought then to be full of humility and charity, and to give alms according to our means, for almsgiving cleanses our souls from the filth of sin." Sixth Day. St. Francis said, "Let nothing of self remain in you, in order that He who gives Himself to you without reserve may also receive your entire self." Seventh Day. St. Francis said, "It belongs to the devil and his followers to be sad. We, on the contrary, ought always to rejoice in the Lord." Eighth Day. St. Francis said, "Let us not, for the hope of obtaining some pleasure, satisfaction, or advantage, expose ourselves to the danger of withdrawing our minds from God. But I beg you, brethren, by holy charity, which is the Spirit of God Himself, to reject as far as possible the cares, preoccupations, and turmoil of the world, and serve, love, and honour God in purity of heart and mind. This is what He demands before all else." Ninth Day. St. Francis said, "In whatever place the brethren may be, or wherever they may meet, they should rejoice with a holy joy in each other's company, and honour one another, never allowing the least complaint to arise. They must also take care not to appear exteriorly sad or moody, as hypocrites do, but let them rejoice in the Lord, and be always cheerful and affable." Tenth Day. Blessed Egidius said, "Good desires do not suffice to render a man happy. He must also perform good works. God bestows His grace to enable
Sample complete. Ready to continue?